I'm Micah.
And I'm Shane.
And you have found The Fountains of Youth, a podcast for those trying to stay young in mind, body, and spirit. All right, welcome to episode 2 of the Fountains of Youth podcast. Coming up, we expand our Gen Z slang vocabulary. The guys try to predict Google's autocomplete, and our guest shares an unpopular opinion that may stir up a little controversy.
I don't know if I can take it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I am excited too. I tell you, last week, I really enjoyed the first episode.
And this week, we are very pleased to have the youthful, multi-talented, all-around great guy, Jack Garrell.
Youthful. I love it. Yes. Youthful is not one of the terms I commonly get, but I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm happy to be
immature?
here. Immature is what I get most of the time. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. I've been looking forward to this like crazy.
Yeah.
And also hello to the audience, wherever you are listening from.
Probably the car,
hopefully.
Or jogging around.
The bicycles,
Yeah,
maybe.
all the things. Skateboarding. Yeah. Yes. Very youthful. I like that. Excellent. Well, we are going to get into getting to know Jack a little bit in our segment called Grilling Jack.
Which makes sense.
It does. But first, we're going to start with our joke of the day. You guys ready for the joke of the day?
Ready.
All right. What did Mike Tyson say after working out with Chris Hemsworth? You're going to be Thor in the morning. Sorry, that was my best Mike Tyson impression.
It was good.
Michael, you know who all those people are, right?
Yeah, there's some strong impressions you just did there.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, dear.
Mike Tyson's getting ready to fight.
I saw that.
Is that true?
Should be interesting. Jake Paul, I don't know.
What?
That's right.
Is that real?
Don't understand
That is
it.
real.
It is real.
Which reminds me, the joke of the day is sponsored by Jake Paul.
Thank you. And we appreciate Jake Paul so much for sponsoring us. Such a great guy. Anyway, moving on. It's going to be a good podcast today. We're excited about this episode. If you're just kind of tuning in for the first time, we want to let you know what we're about. What's the Fountain of Youth? Last week, we gave a little bit of a history lesson about what the Fountain of Youth was. We talked about this guy, Juan Ponce de Leon.
Yeah.
He was on a quest looking for the Fountain of Youth.
Yep. He came all the way to Sanford.
Yeah, no. He kicked the bucket.
Oh.
His bones rest
work.
in Puerto Rico, actually.
Is that right?
And yep. And so, but we like that he went out and tried to find a way to stay younger. And we're going to find our own fountains of youth. And we say fountains of youth because it's plural. It's not just one thing that we can go to rejuvenate and get excited about. Life and hopefully be happier, possibly,
Maybe.
but definitely younger at heart. And that's kind of our goal is to explore that with our guests. We're super excited to have Jack here because he is very youthful, I think, and his view of the world is I feel like your views are uninfluenced by outside opinions. You don't care too much what other people think.
Yes, the second part. I mean, they're probably influenced for sure,
yeah.
but I have learned in the world of graphic design, marketing, and youth pastoring to not care what people think.
Awesome. That's good and bad. I'm going to give you that one. That's good. So we're going to get to know you just a little bit more in a minute, but I think we're going to start strong with a little segment we're calling Jack's Hot Takes.
Yes.
Now, Jack, I've known you for quite a while, and you have some strong stances on some things that you don't mind standing alone on.
Yes. So there was a poster in my childhood classroom that said, "Stand strong even if you're standing alone," right? Stand up for what you believe in, even if you're standing alone. And I strive to do that. And I've become known for just sharing really, really robust and challenging opinions with people. And that's kind of my thing. It's kind of my MO.
All right. Well, have you got a hot take for us today?
Yes, let's start with the hottest of takes.
Oh, dear.
This is the one that this is the one that makes people the most angry for some reason, even though I think it's one of my lukewarmest of takes. I think it is pretty obvious. It is this: Chick-fil-A sandwiches are not good. They're objectively bad. Because when a person wants a chicken sandwich, one of the most common things they say is, I want it to be crispy. Okay. I want it to be
Sacrilegious.
I want it to be tasty. I want these textures. But Chick-fil-A sandwiches are one texture, and that texture is wet. Because of the way they store them, they put them in those bags that like create steam. And when you take a Chick-fil-A sandwich out, it has a sweaty film, like Mike Tyson after a fight, like a sweaty film to it, and you can wring it out. You can wring it out and like flat out make a cup of water with what comes out of the sandwich.
That way you have something to drink.
Gross.
I'm never eating a Chick-fil-A sandwich the same way.
And they're also
anymore.
really sweet. They're really, really sweet. And if you think about like the flavor of a Chick-fil-A sandwich has like a funnel cake vibe in it because of just how sweet and moist it is. It's a dessert. When Popeyes exists, go there.
Okay. Well,
That's strong.
I hope Chick-fil-A wasn't planning on sponsoring our segments
If
at all.
not, we got Popeyes.
Yeah, Popeyes is.
they're-
Well, we can be sponsored by Chick-fil-A's chicken nuggets.
There you go.
'Cause
There
they're
you go.
exceptional.
There's
they're,
no
they're,
bread
they're not
involved.
steamed. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was Jack's hot take of the day.
Happy to share
And awesome. Well, last week we talked about Gen Z and their vocabulary, and there's so much we can learn from them. There's so much we probably shouldn't learn from them. But last week, Shane, you took a little quiz.
I did. I did really good. Okay. Maybe I didn't do so good.
You got a strong 4 out of
40,
10.
40%.
There you go.
40%. You are 40% Gen Z.
Yeah. So I had to go home and like really see if this was a good test
good
or
test?
no
Yeah,
test. Yeah. So I took it home to the 15-year-old.
All right.
And-
How'd she do?
She only got 10 out of 10.
Ooh, 10 out of 10.
Achiever.
Hold on. That needs an applause.
Yes.
Well done, Lauren. Well done.
I don't know if that's good or not,
Yeah, that's a good point. That's all right. That's
but she
all right.
did. 10 out of 10. Didn't hesitate on
Yeah.
any of it.
Yeah.
Love it.
And if you missed the episode and you want to take the quiz, we're going to post that link to that quiz on our socials. It is from like it's from dictionary.com. So it's like
Okay.
great people at dictionary.com.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
If they're
Great
looking for-
sponsor.
yeah,
Yeah.
if they want to.
The dictionary. Sponsored by the dictionary.
Yes.
What better sponsor?
Exactly. So I think we need to keep our vocabulary expanding. We're going to lean on
Always
our
learn.
young man over here.
What's up?
Michael over here, on the technical director on the cameras, everything. He's going to teach us some new Gen Z slang. So what's the word of the day, sir?
The word of the day is mid.
Mid. Bruh.
Mid.
That's mid.
Yeah.
It's mid. What, the word choice was mid, or
Well, I mean, give us some context here. What is
Use
mid?
it in a
like-
sentence.
Yeah.
using mid in a sentence? Oh man, the most I hear it are like in descriptions of other people, like, oh, he's mid or she's mid. Normally more derogatory.
Yeah.
But it means mediocre.
Yeah.
Like, on a scale from 1 to 10, like a 5 or a 6.
All right, I got a sentence here. Those Chick-fil-A sandwiches, I know Jack hates them, but
Mid.
they're just mid, bro.
Yeah.
They're just
They
mid.
are, no, I'll go with mid. Mid. I'm safe with that
Spicy
one.
ones, at least you
Better.
gotta-
It's a notch above.
You get away from the sweet a little bit.
Don't get them started back.
Yeah, sorry, that's my bad. Trigger warning.
Yes.
Good stuff. So that is our Gen Z vocab word of the day. Michael, we thank you for that. And
Anytime.
yeah, we're going to start.
Anything but mid.
You could use that with your kids this week if you got kids. Really impress them.
Kids love when you use their lingo. Just
Yes,
that's
they
a life.
do.
That's a life hack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Video it if you do.
Yes. Be
we'd
like,
love
hey,
to
Liam, your hygiene is mid today. Hop in the shower, bud. All right.
Boy parent.
Yeah, exactly. Good stuff. All right. Well, we're going to jump into challenge of the week, our challenge of the week. And, Shane issued a challenge last week.
I did.
Good one.
I did make a challenge of trying to get everybody to take like 15 minutes. And whether you did it one day or 7 days,
Yeah.
I mean, that's great too. But to spend some time with your kids, some time with your spouse, sometimes with your friend.
Now, hold on.
Huh?
You didn't add all that spouse and friend and stuff in there.
Well, I kind of did it.
You threw it for the kid. Well, you might have done it. But the challenge
did.
was 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Per kid.
Per kid.
Per week.
Love that.
And
That's
not just like sitting around like watching TV together.
That's right.
Intentionally.
Yep. Spending
asking
some time asking
questions.
questions. And so I got home one day last week and I was like tired and I was like, I don't want to do anything. I've been going, went all weekend. And Lauren goes, I want to go to Hobby Lobby. And I was like, Well, let me ask Jack.
Jack, do you have a hot take on Hobby Lobby? No, hold on. Okay, he's a big fan.
Big
All
fan.
All right. Good people at Hobby Lobby, actually.
Great people
Yeah.
at Hobby Lobby.
We like them.
Although
Discounts.
they don't use barcodes. Anyway, that's a whole different thing.
Okay.
I know, it's great. You can just change the stickers around to get the price you want.
Hobby Lobby is not mid.
Oh, far from it.
All right.
So I went to Hobby Lobby.
Nice.
Didn't necessarily
Nice.
want to go to Hobby Lobby, but it gave some time to have conversation.
That's so good.
Yeah.
And talk. And we actually went a little bit further, as far as not just Hobby Lobby, but other places.
I love that.
And got to spend some time and talk and ask questions and let her spill the tea.
Hey.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. Look at him go.
No, she literally.
Yeah.
Oh, she just spilled her
Chick-fil-A tea. Just,
her sweet
Had to go
tea.
to the car wash.
anyway, yes, Michael, could you help us out? Spill the tea means.
Spill the tea. It's like spill the details.
All right. Tea.
Gossip.
Is tea short for
Gossip,
truth or
truth? Tea.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Tea, truth.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We're learning.
Yeah.
That's excellent. But yeah, that was my update on that challenge too. And I kind of added to that challenge, those who do not have children, spend 15 minutes with like nothing. We like shut the screens off, put the phone away, do not disturb, whatever. Just get quiet and let your brain like reset a little bit. And so hopefully some of us did that. And let us know if that went well for you. We'd love to hear from you and how that went. And then for me, I did intentionally spend some time with my kids. I took my middle son Ezra out for a bike ride, and we did some talking on the way to it. Put the bikes in the truck and went down to the trail, and but just talked. And there's only so far you can go in the conversation. But I liked what you said last week of by creating that habit, it's not going to be awkward later. When we do need to have serious conversations or whatever, it's just make the pathway now, and then when it comes up later, it'll be easier to make those do those conversations later. So thanks, man. It's a good challenge. So I'm going to issue a challenge. I'm going to issue a challenge.
Let's hear it.
This is my challenge for the week. This week, guys, do something childlike.
Yeah.
One thing I did this last week is the boys were all riding bicycles around the neighborhood. And I was like, I'll go ride with you guys, supervise, be the adult in the room. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just be a good dad, be present, and I'm checking all the boxes for good dad. I feel like I am. And so I'm just supervising, and they're all going down this big hill, and it kind of crosses the road. So I'm just putting my bike across the road to make sure no cars come, just being responsible, doing dad things, And then I watched for a little while. I was like, all right, what would the kid in me want to do here? I should be riding this thing too. Instead of opting for the responsible, supervisor role, like let's get in there and get dirty,
I love that.
And so I just kind of unchained myself a little bit. And I was like, all right, kids, you watch for cars. I'm going down the hill. And I hit a little jump at the end, did a little wheelie at the end. And they're like, whoa, Dad. And so I think I kind of won their hearts in a way. But ultimately, I kind of, that was my fountain of youth for the moment. And so I guess that's my challenge, that there would be something that you, the listener, you guys here, that you would do one thing, at least one thing that may be seen as immature by some people, like I always do kind of, you were talking about, you mentioned backflips at the pool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Every time.
Yeah. It's like every year I've got to go to the pool.
Yeah.
And do a backflip just to prove that I can do the backflip. And so I go every year, and I do have proof. Right. So we'll post it.
I thought you said you had swimmies on.
No, I was going to say, well,
I do have life jacket.
yeah. But I do that every year, and all the kids are in the pool, and they're like, oh my God, like this old dude can do a backflip or a gainer or something like that. And it's like, it does something to you too.
Does?
Just, to, like you said, that whole fountains of youth.
That's right.
Rise up. So, yeah.
Yeah. So and for me, it was like, when I'm taking a shopping cart back to the car, as long as there's enough front-loaded groceries, I have to ride.
You ride the
cart to the car. Like, I said, I don't, and I've told myself this since I was like 18. I was like, I'm never going to not do that because I feel like that's an indicator that I've grown up too much.
Yes, I like that.
So I'm just going to ride it. So what is your thing you're going to do? Let us know in the comments. Shoot us an email if you want, and just let us know how it goes. Yeah. What immature thing did you do? I think there's a line between childish and childlike.
Hugely.
And like toe that line. You know what I mean? Like have some
Allow
fun.
yourself. Yeah. Give yourself permission.
Exactly. So do something fun that you enjoy doing that you used to do when you were younger, and let us know if it stirred something up in you. That's my challenge.
And that's probably a good place for anyone to start, is to think about what you used to enjoy when you were a kid that you've stopped enjoying.
Yeah.
And try that.
Yeah.
Like, because I mean, with bike riding or swimming or painting or dancing, like whatever
Ninja
it might
Turtles.
be. Ninja Turtles, yes. Like anything that you enjoyed as a kid that maybe you've lost touch with, like try it again. Like you'd be surprised at what wells up inside you, I think.
All right. Well, good stuff. That's our challenge of the week. And we're on to, we're going to play a little game here. Speaking of childlike, we have a little fun with a game here. So we're going to play a game called Google Feud.
Got it.
Google Feud. Okay. Have you played Google Feud before?
I have not.
Okay. But have you played Family Feud?
Yes.
I have.
You at least watched the show, right?
Oh, yeah.
Big fan of Ed. What's his name?
It's a good show.
Ed Harvey? Ed Harvey? Is that his name?
Steve.
Oh, no. Ed Hart. I think Ed Hardy's a...
Ed Hardy.
It's a
Good people, Ed Hardy. Want to sponsor our show. Send some T-shirts
That's right. It's that T-shirt brand.
from the, speaking of throwbacks.
Oh, my gosh.
If that is your childlike thing, forget my challenge. So we're going to play a game called Google Feud. And here, the game is simple. Google has this little autocomplete feature, okay? It thinks it knows what you are thinking before you finish typing something. So, for instance, and this got me the other day, my wife, she was typing in California. We're looking at maybe taking a trip out to California. And she typed California in there, and it said, California man eating leg.
Okay.
Which is, of course, what she was about to Google.
Yeah, that's what she was looking up. So.
Yeah.
We need to do the Florida one.
Yes.
Florida man.
Oh, man.
That will. That's another day. That's another topic. We're gonna play a Florida man game at some point. We'll have Michael play that one.
Yes, sir.
Former Florida man there.
Yes, sir.
He is the Florida man in some
I
of
am the
those
Florida
things.
man.
He had to leave Florida.
Yeah.
So here's how the game works. I'm gonna give you the lead into a Google query, and you're gonna try to guess how this autocomplete will finish that query.
Got it. Okay.
And the higher ranking, the higher it is on the list, the more points you're gonna get.
Oh, okay. It's actually a game. Sweet.
It actually is a game. Okay.
down.
And so you guys can each kind of come up with your own answer for this, and whoever has the higher one will win the points for that one.
I like this game. Okay.
All right. So typically there are 10 answers. So there'll be 10 points for the first answer on down to 1 point for the final answer on the list.
The winner gets a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Oh, fantastic.
Reheated.
It's
going to be delicious.
I'll take free Chick-fil-A.
Well done. All right. So we'll start with let's start with an easy one. Okay. The start with this one, and you guys answer at home too. Feel free to play along, and I'll give you the answers. The first one is my eyes look blank. Okay, my eyes look.
Is it a 3, 2, 1?
Blank. All right. No, we'll just go around, and we'll start with Shane this time. Shane, what do you got? My eyes look.
My eyes look deep into yours.
Okay.
I wasn't ready for that answer. I didn't have the wrong one queued up so bad. That is no points for Shane. I'm sorry.
That was a good shot.
It was a shot.
I was looking at you.
It was a shot for sure. Good stuff. All right, Jack, what'd you get?
I'm going to guess swollen.
Swollen eyes. No, did not make the list. Did not make.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Michael, what do you got?
My eyes look red.
Oh, red.
my first
No,
guess.
I'm sorry. That is not on the list either. All right. I thought maybe we should
You start with an easy one.
easier
Said
one.
Micah.
No, that's good. But for I'm going to give creative points. So out of the what was yours again,
This was
Shane?
clearly the most creative.
My eyes
Oh yeah, you had a
deep in.
He wrote poetry.
I'm giving Shane.
He wrote a poem.
Shane gets 1 point for that one, just for creativity. So we got 1 point to Shane here. All right. So the number one answer, tired and old.
Okay.
These are what people are Googling. You know,
Okay.
like my eyes
Yeah.
look sunken.
Sunken.
Opposite of
Okay.
swollen, I guess.
Yeah.
Tired. Again, yellow.
Instead of red.
That's not good. If someone's eyes look yellow, call the hospital.
Please do. My eyes look in different directions in pictures.
Also, call the hospital. Don't go to Google. This is dangerous.
Oh,
My eyes look to the Lord. Where does my help come from?
hey. My eyes look dead. My eyes look half closed in
Gosh.
pictures. My eyes look to the hills. Where does my help come from?
Really?
Done. Yeah.
That out, yeah.
You should have guessed that the first.
Should have.
And my eyes look glassy, and my eyes look to the hills again. So you would have had both of those, I think. So, all right.
I could have done better.
All right. So I got 1 point to Shane for creativity, and it's 1-0 to nothing. All right, here we go. Round two here. Is it too late for me to become a blank? Shane, you ready? All right, what do you got?
A parent.
No, that is very relevant for you, though.
Yeah, right. Fountains of youth.
It is not too late. It actually probably is too
Yes,
late now.
it is too late. It's another story.
Yes. That is a story.
That is a story.
Yeah. We'll do that one. Jack, what do you got?
Can you repeat it again?
Is it too late for me to become a...
I'm going to guess soldier. What?
These are great answers, but they're not on here, even close down there. Michael.
Is it too late for me to become a millionaire?
Ooh. So apparently there's like a profession thing going on here. It says, too late for me to become a doctor.
Pilot was my first guess.
Pilot was the second.
Dang it.
Number 2 answer, pilot.
Dang it.
A lawyer, a grandmaster,
Nice.
a nurse,
What?
a teacher, a dentist, a vet, a nun. Surprised you didn't come up with
Okay.
that. And a psychologist. All right.
None of those have age restrictions except maybe pilot, but soldier does.
Yeah.
As does parent. We did better.
You guys did great, by the way. All right. So
We still got no points.
Still 0.
Still, yeah. I'm going to give some points on that one to Michael. I like the millionaire one.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So we're going to get one of these. This is one I came up with. Is it dangerous to eat blank? Is it dangerous to eat blank? All right, Michael, why don't you start?
I have a perfect question because I asked myself this literally 2 weeks ago. Is it too dangerous for me to eat year-old Pillsbury dough croissants that I've had in my fridge?
Year old.
That is oddly specific.
It is oddly, definitely, just saying that one from a friend.
I'm trying to connect it to one here, but I can't come up with it. I'm sorry. That's going to be incorrect. Jack?
Is it dangerous for me to eat moldy cheese?
Ooh, moldy cheese.
Yes! Finally.
There we go. That is number 6 on the list.
I'll take it.
Wow.
So 4 points to Jack. Well done. Shane, you still got an answer?
He kind of took mine. I was going to say
Sure.
molded bread.
That is the number 1 answer.
Oh, no. There we go.
Well done. Molded bread.
Well done.
That is good.
That is very good.
What are the answers to those
All
questions?
right, so the number 1 is molded
It's not
bread.
Pillsbury. Yeah.
He's like, I
Is
need
it
to
dangerous
know.
to eat a banana every day? Is it dangerous to eat eggshells,
Yes,
raw potatoes,
it's fine.
raw flour, reheated rice, moldy cheese, too much protein, protein,
Yeah.
raw cookie dough, and rare steak?
Okay. A lot of food safety concerns in that one.
Yeah,
I thought
understandable.
cookie dough may have been up.
Yeah, cookie dough. That came to mind as well.
Nice. All right, let's go with let's bring it home here with the title of the podcast here, The Fountains of Youth.
Oh.
We talk about Juan Ponce de Leon. So let's learn a little bit about Juan Ponce de Leon if we can. The prompt is, did Juan Ponce de Leon blank?
Well, the first one's probably obvious, right?
All right, so we're going to start with Jack because he hasn't got to start yet. Go ahead.
Discover the Fountain of Youth? Is got to be number 1?
That is number 1.
Okay, right.
Number 1. Our guest got the number 1 answer.
That was low-hanging
There's
fruit.
still lots of good answers on there.
You can still win by getting high.
Oh, yeah. So, are you...
Right.
Is that what he
That
did?
is not the childish thing. No, that's not on there either.
Did he die of old age?
Oh,
That is not on there. I'm sorry, Shane. And Michael, what do you
I would
got?
have asked that.
Repeat the prompt one more time.
Did Juan Ponce de Leon blank?
Did Juan Ponce de Leon... I don't know. I would have used die, man. I can't even think of anything. So I guess that's the same one. I don't have one.
You got to come up with something.
Did Juan Ponce de Leon have kids?
That is on there.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's the number 6
out.
answer. Well
we
done.
go.
Well done. Yeah, I guess that's the 6th answer. We'll give you 4 points on that one. Well done. So the number 1 answer, of course, find the Fountain of Youth.
Yeah, I've seen
Did he
obvious.
find gold?
Oh,
Did he have siblings?
okay.
Did he discover Florida? Did he get married? Did he have kids? Did he sail with Christopher Columbus?
Okay.
Yes, he did.
And did he discover Florida? I think he did.
He named it at least.
Yeah.
So
He was
I'm
active.
pretty sure there
He
were
was active
people
in
living
Florida.
there when he showed up.
So there we go.
I don't think he
Yeah,
discovered it.
that's
But
pretty much none of America was discovered.
yeah. So, did Juan Ponce de Leon go to school?
Okay.
Probably. I don't know. And did he have a family?
Wealthy.
All right. There you go. Juan Ponce de Leon. Good stuff.
Spanish. Not a conquistador. Is he a conquistador?
He kind of fits the bill.
Okay. Conquistador.
Yeah, they kind of label him that. But all right, but let's take a look at the final score. Shane in with 11 points. Or something. I should find something else for that.
Yay.
And Michael in with a 5-point
There we
score.
go,
Not bad,
Michael.
not bad.
Solid,
5
solid.
points. Well done.
It's mid.
It is very
My
mid.
definition.
And Jack is going to be our winner today.
Woo!
14 points.
There we go.
Well done. All right. That's all I got. Good stuff. All right. Well, that wraps up our Google Feud. And if you want to play Google Feud, it's very easy to do. Just come up with a prompt and see what Google tells you, and then play with your friends. Come on. Let us know how it goes. And that might be your challenge of the week.
There you go.
Play some Google Feud.
Google Feud with some people. That'd be fun. But that's a good one. Like if you're sitting at a restaurant, just bust out your phone. Psh, easy game.
Guess the autocorrect.
Easy game. So we are up to our Grilling Jack
Ooh.
segment, right?
I'm excited.
Yeah. We've been warming up the grill. Yep, we are ready.
California man eats leg.
Yes. so apparently that was like literally in the news,
Yeah.
and that's why it prompted, because it was just a recent.
That is very strange.
It's a little scary.
Yeah.
But this is the world we live in.
Yes, it is.
All right. Speaking of. I can't segue from that. I'm sorry.
Have you ever? I have not.
Speaking of grilling,
Yeah, speaking of grilling.
Okay.
So, Jack, let's learn a little bit about you. I'm going to start out with, obviously you mentioned you're doing some marketing, things like that.
Yeah.
And, you're working a lot of hours,
I do.
and you are married.
I am.
And how long have you been married now?
I've been married now for 8 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah. 8
That's
years.
amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. And a lot of transition things
Yes,
going on.
yes.
Good things.
A lot of great stuff. So yeah, basically North Carolina is my home, but I ended up in New York for about 7 years. Actually very close to where you were from.
Yeah.
And so then I ended up back here about 5 years ago, and it was to kind of be near family. Ended up working in a church, kind of fell back in love with youth ministry again.
Yeah.
And I was doing that. And so, but the transition I'm in now is ministry can be a very busy world, as many of us know. And of course, I was also trying to keep food on the table. So I recently decided, you know what? I'm going to navigate out of being paid to do ministry and just volunteer to do it. So that's sort of the season I'm in right now. So in order to kind of keep the lights on, I'm doing some marketing. So I'm doing some marketing over at a company in Benson, North Carolina. And that's sort of kind of where I'm at in the transition world. But it's all good stuff. It's all falling into great places.
So what is one thing that you're currently doing? Some habit, some ritual, some activity that you're doing right now to stay young?
Oh, that one's, I do the same. I'm a very ritualistic person. So I do the same things almost every day, kind of repeated. And so one of my favorite ones that I've learned to keep me young, pretty much specifically, is hiking outside. And I say hiking, I use that very lightly because it's very flat. But I live pretty much right across the street from a nature trail at the actually the Fuquay Mineral Springs, which they believed used to have youth-giving powers if y'all want to take a road trip.
I think we should.
Because literally it's right next to my house, the Mineral Springs. So I walk the Mineral Springs. It's about a 2-mile hike. I do it every single day. And it has been one of those things I always force myself to find something I haven't seen before. Does that make sense? Yeah. So like if it's and sometimes it's literally like a mushroom, like something weird or like a piece of garbage, just something I haven't noticed. I'll pick it up, by the way. Pick up garbage on trails.
Good job.
But yeah, so like I think in general that helps keep me young because it's an activity that is like exactly what I said, what I used to do as a kid. That was how I had fun. I would go play in the woods. And I lost that. New York helped me lose it because it's cold, but I lost that. And I've rediscovered it honestly about a year ago. And it's it is something I look forward to, my 2:00 walk.
I think that's a really good thing. Are you like listening to music while you do that? Are you listening to podcasts? Are you just quiet and listening to nature? What's that look like?
Yes, so I actually will, I rotate what I do. So sometimes I tend to put music on for the walk there, because that's the boring part. But what I try and do when I'm actually in the park is take my headphones out and just listen to nature, because there's a lot of birds. There's a lot of things to hear, and there's a stream that runs through it. And so sometimes I at first was doing these walks all the time with headphones in, and I learned that I'm actually doing myself a disservice by detaching from where I was, because I had punk music in my headphones, which didn't remotely match where I was, this scenic environment. So I've started taking the headphones out and just listening for the birds, listening to the little stream, and also usually people around the park, you hear people playing, you hear kids playing, you hear families laughing, and it helps you feel, however strange, more connected to God. Maybe not strange at all, but more connected to the fact that everything is so much bigger than we ever give it credit for. And just allowing yourself to enjoy the sounds of nature, the feeling of it, the fresh air really helps. Really keeps you young.
That's good.
And it's a literal fountain of youth. It's actually, I never realized, it's a literal fountain of youth, y'all.
Well,
The Mineral Springs.
For that, I guess. Field trip.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So why did you agree to be on the Fountains of Youth?
Ooh, because Micah's my buddy. But that's a big part. But actually, no, it was a little bit of that transition thing that we talked about. So I've always been very involved in talking for a living, pastoring, and very similar to you, I've been thinking about what is a good creative outlet. What is something that I can be doing that is, it gives back to people, but also fuels me, kind of, engages, with what God is doing in my life, in my heart. And one of the big things he has been doing is helping me kind of reconnect with what childlike faith means. And it doesn't mean naive. It doesn't mean naivety. It really does mean this trustingness that children have. Yeah. And that is something that I think God wants us to do in life. Trust that he's given us good things in a good place with good people. We just have to surrender to that goodness. And oftentimes we don't, because we try to control everything. Maybe I'm too preachy. I don't know.
That's deep.
I'm a pastor.
That is. I'm you coming back next week?
There we go. Awesome. Well, that's we're so grateful that you are here and that you've agreed to come on, and definitely love your input, as controversial as it may be.
It can be.
So, what is the best advice you would give to someone who feels disconnected and down? I think we all go through those seasons. What's the remedy that you found for yourself, and what advice would you give to someone else?
Ooh, it's actually twofold. It is one, let yourself be down. That's something that I cannot emphasize enough. If a person is feeling down, actually ask yourself why. So frequently, especially working with family ministry, people, they just want to get over the bad feeling. Right. But one of the best things I can say is, hey, ask yourself why you're feeling down, and then figure out if there's something you can do about that, because that's really important. If the answer is I'm lonely, call someone. Yeah. Make a friend. There are things we can do with bad feelings. And so that's the first thing. But then the second thing I would say is acknowledge why you're there, and then don't stay stuck in it. Then say, okay, you've asked yourself, why am I down? So now, let's actually use a practical example. I'm feeling bored. It's a common thing that people say, especially teenagers. So I'm feeling bored. So then, hey, let's do something, right? Yeah. Then attach activity to what you've identified. And I found that that's one of the best things to do when you're down, is to say, hey, why am I down? And now what can I do about it? I know that seems really basic, but people very seldom actually interrogate the why. They just say the what. I don't feel good. Yeah. But it really helps to actually investigate yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that what people do, me included, is we try to suppress what we're feeling with other things. Mm-hmm. And it's like God has given us all these emotions. Yeah. And why wouldn't we want to experience those emotions? But I love what you said about you can't stay there.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, it's okay to camp there, but you can't build a house.
That's good.
You got to move. You got to move on from there.
Preach.
Yeah. Yep. So that's good.
I dig that.
Well, awesome. That was insightful.
Yeah.
And there's just definitely some things that we can ponder this week and put into practice too. I think we all go up and down, and those are some great pathways for us. So thanks for that. We have another question, but I think we're going to save it to the same with you, Shane, is that, we're going to eventually crack open probably in 1 week, where we look at who are these people that have inspired us, because we all, I'm sure you can, listener can think about somebody that's been really inspiring to you in terms of their youthfulness, how they continue to, refresh themselves no matter what's going on around them.
I bet you know my answer.
I do know your answer,
Yes.
actually. I've met your answer.
Okay.
She's amazing.
She's amazing.
Yeah. Cool. So we'll kind of peel that back in
Yeah.
a future ep. So stay tuned for that here. But we're coming up to the end of episode 2, and I hope Shane has a little treat for us from social media here.
Ooh.
I do. But I went it's not even called Twitter anymore, right?
It's the X.
Yeah.
Bro.
And if they want to sponsor us, no.
Yeah, the great people at X.
Twitter,
Elon Musk, yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
That'd be good too. So I went with some funny tweets.
All right. Yeah.
I thought was funny. So I'll give you.
Are they tweets still? Because if it's
Well,
They're still called tweets.
are they?
okay,
They're still called tweets. It's really confusing. There's a branding crisis
It's
at
tough.
X/Twitter.
Okay, so I'm starting. These are actual tweets out there, and this is one of them. I'm starting to think North Korea just really hates the ocean.
I don't get it.
You don't get it?
Is it a bombing? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they keep shooting the bombs and it's landing in the ocean. So.
I'm sorry. I will award that one.
You have a laugh
Hold on.
track?
Yeah, I do.
There it is.
We'll get the playground yay for that one.
North Korea.
I mean, I was like, that Micah's gonna get that one. He's gonna love that one.
I don't know what it was. I just sorry, but that makes a lot more sense now.
It does.
My
Okay.
mind went somewhere else. All right, here we go.
So this is a tweet, and it was from a pet store. Me is saying this. Are the birds expensive? The employee says, they're going cheap. Me, I know how they work.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
I like that one.
That's
They're going cheap.
They're going cheap. Let's see here. This one, I think I can resonate with. So me, hey, do you want to? And then my 16-year-old, no. Like, I can't even get the thing out, and she's already like,
rejection.
no. And that's like every week. And I'll end with this one here. Capri Sun taught me how to stab with accuracy.
That's good.
That's
That's
good.
true,
That's
right?
good. That's good.
I don't know if that's good or not.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
missed.
true.
I missed them a lot.
Yes, I don't.
Hey,
you missed
Childlike.
the stabbing.
I missed.
Oh, okay.
I missed.
I thought
I
you
would
missed
comment.
Capri Sun.
No, I don't miss Capri Sun. Like I always missed the actual puncture
There we
area.
go.
Brought to you by Capri Sun.
Yes,
Yes.
good
Good
people at we love
Great.
Capri Sun.
Great people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Awesome. Well, that was the stuff that Shane found online. We appreciate it, Shane.
Shane.
Yes, good stuff there. And that wraps up episode 2 of Fountains of Youth. Thank you to our special guest, Jack Garrell.
Thank you.
Yeah, our technical director, Michael. And a big thanks to you for listening.
Yes.
So we hope somehow that you got something from today's episode, and if not, I hope you laughed at least, right?
Yeah.
So you can definitely follow us on Spotify, Apple, Google, YouTube, and leave us a review. We would love to see what you got to say.
Please.
If you actually enjoyed it.
Yeah. If you
leave,
didn't,
leave
don't
a review.
nothing.
If you
That's
didn't,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
Oh, good stuff. But yeah, reach out to us if you want to. Leave a comment or message or a joke. If you got a great joke for us, joke of the day, we'd love for you to send that to us.
Yeah, and the links are in the description, so make sure you do that.
That's right. So whatever you do, be like Ponce de Leon and search for your fountain of youth this week. Let's pour one out for Ponce. He tried.
That was actually good.
All right. Well,
Anyway, we will be back with you for episode 3.
that's right. So we will catch you on the flip side.
Oh, yeah.
See you at the fountain.
No, next week is not going to be mid.
No.
Far from
Gonna be
it.
mid.
Exactly.
No.
We will get to hear some tea, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
spill it all.
Yes.
Bring your best Riz.
Always.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. All right. Any more Gen Zs? That slaps.
Bet.
That music slaps.
Boston.
Music does slap.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a vibe.
vibe. It's vibey.